Hi dear students, in the last class we had seen that Lancelot Gobbo tries to play a trick on his blind father. When Gobbo was in search of his son Lancelot, then Lancelot plays a trick by hiding his identity to his father. And finally Lancelot reveals the truth about him and says to Gobbo that he is his son. And then he says to Gobbo that he is ready to leave the job of Shylock and he wants to join with Bassanio. And while their conversation develops, Lancelot Gobbo, he sees Bassanio, then Lancelot pushes his father towards Bassanio and says that go to him. And what is the purpose of going to Bassanio here? It may be for asking a job. So now we will see the rest of the scene. You may take page number 52. Bassanio, you may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 of the clock. See these letters delivered, put the libraries to making, and desire Graciano to come anon to my lodging. So here Bassanio gives some commands to his servants. So this dialogue is to his servant. Bassanio gives certain commands or instructions to his servant. And what all are the instructions here? Bassanio says, you may do so. So according to that, you may do all the things. Then he continues the commands he gives here. But let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 o'clock. Hasted means speed up, hurry up, and supper means dinner. Then farthest means latest or maximum. So you have to do everything in hurry so that the supper will be ready latest by 5 o'clock. Then he continues, see these letters delivered. So the first instruction we saw, and the next one is that see these letters delivered. That means take care that these letters are delivered or make sure that these letters are delivered. So Bassanio gives some letters and he says to his servant that make sure that these letters are delivered to the correct person. Then the third instruction is that put the libraries to making, arrange for the uniform to be made, place order for the uniforms for the servants. They are just going to Bellman, so he needs certain uniforms for his servants. So that is why he is asking, just place the order for the uniform. And desire Graciano to come anon. Anon means at once or immediately. Ask or request Graciano to come to my lodging, my room immediately or at once. Ask or request Graciano to come to my room immediately. After hearing all the instruction, the servant leaves or exits. Then Lancelot enters with his father and he is pushing his father towards Bassanio and saying to him, father, you just go to him, you just go to Bassanio. Then Gobbo just saying, addressing Bassanio, God bless you, worship. Worship means it is a respectable form of addressing another person. And it means sir. God bless you, sir. Then Bassanio says, Gramercy, wouldest thou aught with me? Gramercy means thank you, an exclamation denoting thanks. So thank you, and then wouldest thou aught with me? Here aught means anything. So here Bassanio is asking Gobbo that do you want anything from me? Then Gobbo says, here is my son, sir, a poor boy. He introduced his son to Bassanio. This is my poor son. Lancelot, not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jewish man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. Not a poor boy. Here Lancelot corrects his father, saying that he is not a poor boy. Earlier also we had seen that when Gobbo was in search of his son Lancelot, there Lancelot was just acting as a master Lancelot. That means he doesn't want to remain as a poor person. So that is why here also he says, He is not a poor boy, but he is a servant of rich Jew. Jewish man means servant of Jewish person. Here, servant of Shiloh. That would serve as my father shall specify. Here, he uses the word specify, but that is a wrong usage. The actual word, that is testify. And from here onwards, we can notice that there are many misuse of words. Instead of the correct words, Gobo and Lancelot Gobo, both are using wrong words. Here the right word is testify, but Lancelot is using specify, the wrong word. What is the reason of these misusing of words in the play by Shakespeare? Because it is to bring a comic effect to the play. No, a poor boy, sir, but a rich Jewish man, that would serve. My father shall specify or testify. Testify means state or say. He is not a poor boy, but he is a servant of a rich man. But he has got a desire, or he wishes that my father will testify. Lancelot stops there. He wishes, then says that my father will say about the wish. So then Gobo says, he hath a great infection, sir. Then Gobo says, he hath a great infection, sir, as one would say, to serve. Gobo then continues that he hath got a great infection. There also misuse of word. Instead of infection, the right word is affection. Affection is the right word, and the meaning of affection is desire. Here Gobo is trying to say that he has got a great desire to serve you, as one might say. Then Gobo makes a pause. Here we can notice that Gobo is not directly asking Bassanio to give a job to his son. The reason is that Bassanio belongs to a noble class and he is a rich person and he is a high class person, and Lancelot and Gobo, they belong to the lower class. That is why he is afraid to ask directly about the job. That is why he makes an introduction and then one by one he just trying to ask for a job. He has a great infection. He has got a great desire to serve, as one would say. Then Lancelot interfering the conversation and says that indeed the short and the long is I serve the Jew and have a desire as my father shall specify. Indeed the short and long. Short and long. That is an idiom. And even that idiom is wrongly used. The actual or the right usage of the idiom is the long and the short. But here Lancelot says that the short and long. Lancelot says, indeed the short and the long, or long and the short. What is the meaning? All that needs to be said. I serve the Jew. All that is to be said that I am a servant of Jew, but I have got a great desire and my father will specify or testify that to you. Then Gobo says, his master and he, saying your worship, reverence, are scarce greater cousins. His master and he. Lancelot and his master. Who is the master? Shylock. Saving your worship's reverence. What is the meaning? With apology to you, sir. Or in other words, with respect to you. Why here Gobo is using or making an apology to Bassanio? Because he is going to make a dialectic expression. What is the meaning of dialectic expression? The usage or the language which is specific to a particular region. So the language or the usage which is used in Lancelot Gobo's community, that he is going to use now. For that he is asking apology to Bassanio. And what is the usage? Scarce catered cousins. The meaning scarce catered cousins means hardly close friends. That means they are not friends. Catered cousins means good friends, and scarce catered cousins means they are not good friends. They are not friends. They are not close friends. And Gobo says that his master and he, Shylock and my son Lancelot, they are not in good relation. They are not close friends. Then Lancelot interferes again and says, "To be brief, the very truth is that the Jew having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you." To be brief, in short, the very truth is that the Jew having done me wrong, the Jew has done wrong to me and caused me. There he makes the pause and he says that about that my old father will fructify. Again, the wrong usage of words we can find there. It is not fructify, but it is notify. Notify means he will inform you. My father will inform. In short, the Jew has done many wrong things or injustice to me and he caused me. Then Lancelot makes a pause there and says, about that my old father will inform you. Now you take next page. Now Gobbo says that I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is, I have here a dish of doves. That is the present he bought for Shylock. But Lancelot said to Gobbo that don't give to Shylock but to my new master, that is Bassanio. And now Gobbo is saying to Bassanio that I have bought a dish of doves or pigeons. Dish of doves means present of doves for eating. He is presenting doves or pigeons for eating to Bassanio, that I would bestow upon your worship. Bestow means give. I would like to give doves or pigeons for your dinner and for your eating as a present. And my suit is, my request is, here we can find that it is an act of giving bribe to someone. Whenever we want something, normally some people are there, they always give bribe, some money or present to other people and get the things done. The same way Gobbo has got a request, and in order to get a fruitful outcome, a good outcome, in order to fulfill his request, he in a way gives the bribe. And what is the bribe here? It is a dish of doves. Then Lancelot interfering again. In very brief, the suit is impenitent to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man. And though I say it, the old man, yet poor man, my father. Now Lancelot says that in very brief, in short, the suit is impenitent to myself. It is not impenitent but peritent, means concerned. The request is concerning me. It is about me. Actually the word is peritent, but again the wrong usage of words we can notice here. In short, the request is about me, as your worship shall know by this honest old man. And you will come to know about this from this old man, and he is my father. And though I say it, though old man, yet poor man, my father. And he is an old man, and he is a poor man, and he is my father. Here Lancelot says to Bassanio that in short, his suit or request is concerning me, and you will come to know about these things from my father, the old and poor person. After hearing such a kind of conversation for a long time, then Bassanio interfering the conversation and asking to both, one speak for both, what would you? Now Bassanio says that one speak for both, meaning that let one of you speak for both. And here we can notice that there is no continuity in the conversation of Gobbo and Lancelot. Why? Whenever Gobbo tries to say something, then Lancelot interferes. That is why Bassanio says, one of you speak. And what would you means, what is it you want or what do you want? Then Lancelot says that, save you sir. Our request is that I want to serve you. Then Gobbo says, that is the very defect of the matter, sir. It is not defect but effect. Effect means the conclusion. That is the very conclusion of our discussion. Then Bassanio says, I know thee well, thou hast obtained thy suit. I know you very well, and thou hast obtained thy suit. Your request is granted. Thou hast obtained thy suit means your request. What is the request? To serve Bassanio, and Bassanio says that you are appointed, you can serve me. And Shiloh, thy master spoke with me this day and hath preferred thee. Your master Shiloh today spoke about you, and preferred means recommended you to me. And if it is preferment to leave a rich Jew service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. Preferment means promotion. If you are feeling that it is a promotion to leave the rich man's service and join with a poor man's service, then you can serve me and your request is granted. Shiloh is a rich person, and Bassanio, he knows him very well. He is not having anything, and even he came to Shiloh to borrow money. But Lancelot is not aware about that. Lancelot thinks that Bassanio is a rich person because Bassanio gives liveries or uniforms to servants. So that is the reason Bassanio says that if you are thinking that it is a promotion to leave a rich man's service and join with a poor man, then your request is granted. Always promotion means something smaller to higher level. But here what happens? From higher to lower. Shiloh is a rich person, and from the servant of Shiloh, Lancelot now he wants to become a servant of a poor person. So Bassanio says that I know you very well and your request is granted and you can serve me, and even your master spoke about you and recommended you to me. And if you are feeling that it is a promotion to leave the job of a rich man and then serving a poor person, then your request is granted. You can serve me. Then Lancelot says that the old proverb is very well patterned between my master Shiloh and you. Sir, you have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. The old proverb is very well patterned. Pattern means equally applicable or divided between you. The old proverb is equally applicable to you and Shiloh, and it is divided between you. And what is the proverb? The proverb is the grace of God is a gear enough. The grace of God, that is with Bassanio, and enough means the worldly possessions or the money, and that is with Shiloh. That is why Lancelot says that the very proverb is equally divided or applicable to both of you, Shiloh and Bassanio. One is having the God's grace and other person is having the wealth. And in a way, Lancelot says that being a Christian, Bassanio is having the grace of God and Shiloh is having the wealth. Then Bassanio says, "Thou speak it well. Go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master and inquire my lodging out. Then to his followers give him a library more guarded than his fellows. See it done." Thou speak it well means you speak very well, and go, father, with thy son. And he is saying to go that, father, you go with your son and take a leave of thy old master. Take a leave of thy old master means you may resign from your past job and inquire my lodging out. You ask where to my lodging. Lodging means my house. You then ask the way to my house. Then Bassanio turned towards the servants and says, "Give him a library more guarded than his fellows." Give him a library more guarded than his fellows. See it done. Now Bassanio turns towards his servants and says that give him a library, a uniform, the uniform of the servant, and that uniform must be more guarded. It must be more decorated than his fellow servants. Why Bassanio says to give a more decorated uniform to Lancelot? The meaning it is given there. Lancelot is to have a uniform with more ornamental stripes on it than the other servants. This might indicate that he is to be Bassanio's jester. The jester is a person who uses his wits to entertain his master. And here Lancelot gets a different job and he gets a different library compared to his fellow servants, and his library is more guarded, more ornamental and more decorated. Why? Because he is appointed as the jester of Bassanio. Lord Celeste says to his father, Father, I cannot get a service. No, I have here a tongue in my head. Here, Lord Celeste is saying opposite of what he means. Actually, he means that, Father, you come with me or come along. In means come along or come inside. You come with me, I cannot get a service. Actually, what he said, what he means, you said that I cannot get a service. I cannot become the servant of Bassanio. And I have near a tongue in my head. Means I cannot speak for myself. You said me that I am not able to get a servant. I am not able to get a job. And I cannot become a servant of Bassanio. And I do not have the ability to speak for myself. But see that I got the job. So he means just opposite. Here he says that you come with me or come along, and you said that I cannot get a job because I am not able to speak for myself. But see that I got a job and I could speak for myself. Then looking on his palms, okay, he just looked inside his palm. If any man in Italy hath a fairer table, which doth offer to swear upon a book, I shall have a good fortune. Table means palm. Here he says that, well, no man in the whole of Italy has more fortunate palm, which he places on the book. Book here means Bible. Which he places on the Bible when he is taking an oath than myself. So in a way, Lord Celeste says that he has got the more fortunate palm in the whole Italy, and he is the most fortunate man in the whole Italy. To swear upon a book means in order to make an oath, a person lays his right hand on the Bible in order to make an oath. You might have seen some of the court scenes there. Before making any judgment, the other person is asking whether you are going to say the truth by placing our palm on the sacred text or sacred book. And the same way here Lord Celeste says that no man in Italy is having fairer or fortunate hand than me in whole Italy. And here you have to notice and study the meanings given there on the right side. There it is explained in a detailed manner. You can go through that one. Then Lord Celeste continues. Go to. Here is a simple line of life. He just pretend to be a palmist. That means the one who reads the palms and read about the fortune and tell about the future. And actually he is not a palmist, or he is not having any ability to tell about the future. But he is just pretending to, or he is just acting to be a palmist and says that go to. You just look on my palm. Here is a simple line of life. There is a simple line of life. Means a line of life. The long life. The meaning it is given. Line of life. A line which passes round the ball of the thumb is called in palmistry the line of life. Simple line of life. A clearly marked line on his palm, denoting that he will have a long life. I will have a long life. As a palmist, he says that I have got a simple line of life, and that means I will have a long life. Unbroken lines joining the base of the thumb to the line of the life were said to indicate the number of wives that a man will have. The unbroken lines which joins with the line of life, it means or indicates that the number of wives the person will have. The meaning it is given side. So here Lord Celeste says that I have got a simple line of life. I will have a long life. Then he continues that here is a small triple of wife. There is here is an unimportant line which indicates about my marriage. So the next one, the first one is about long life, and the next line on the palm it denotes that about his marriage or number of wives he will have. And according to that lines, how many wives he will get, that we will see now. Alas, 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. So here, according to his palms or the lines on the palm, he will marry 15 wives, and among that 11 widows and 9 virgins, and even there is a calculation error. We can notice that he says that 15 wives. When we count 11 plus 9, it is actually 20. Again, the calculation error is made by Lord Salem. I will marry 15 wives, 11 widows and 9 virgins. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. 9 maids means the virgins. I will marry 9 virgins is a simple coming in for one man. Means modest income. Here he may be saying about the dowry he gets by marrying 11 plus 9 women. So he says that he will marry 15 wives, 11 widows and 9 virgins, and it is for one person. If he marries these many women, then he is going to get modest income in the form of dowry. Then again he continues, and then to escape drowning thrice, and to be in a peril of my life with the edge of a feather bed. I shall marry 15 wives. These are not too many, 11 widows and 9 virgins, and good record for one man, and it is a good or modest income for a person. And then says, I will be saved from drowning thrice, and be in a danger of my life from falling out from a feather bed, and I will be saved from 3 times from drowning. And again he says that I will be in a peril or danger of falling from a bed or the feather bed. Then he continues that here are simple escapes. These all are some simple escapes. What are the simple escape? Thrice he will be saved from drowning, and he will have a peril of or danger of falling from the feather bed. And he says that these all are simple escapes. And well, if fortune to be a woman, she is a good wench for this year. If fortune be a woman, if fortune is a woman, then she is good wench. She is a good lady for this year, for this purpose. What purpose? For fortune telling. If fortune is a lady or a woman, then she is good in telling about fortune. He says that if fortune is a woman, she is good at this kind of fortune telling. And why he says the fortune if it is a woman? If fortune to be a woman, you just go through the downside, it is given. Fortune is depicted as a woman to indicate that inconsistency of fate. Normally, the normal belief that women are not consistent. They always change. Even their emotions, their words, they always change. According to Shakespeare, that time the belief was there. The women are inconsistent. They won't keep on one thing. They always changing. And the fate also we know. The same character, it always changes. The fate is not always with one person. Today the fate is with one person, and tomorrow it will be with another person. Today it may be with the friend, and tomorrow it may be with the enemy. So fate always changing, or it is an inconsistent thing. That is why fate is compared to woman. What is the reason fate is compared to woman? Because fate is something inconsistent, just like a woman. Fortune is depicted as a woman to indicate the inconsistency of fate. Both woman and fate are inconsistent. Which I said the meaning, it is a lady. So here he says that if fortune is a woman, then she is very good in fortune telling. Then he says to his father, Father, come, I will take my leave of the Jew in a twinkling of an eye. Father, now you come with me. I will take my leave. I will resign from my old master in the twinkling of an eye. In just a moment, very fast, immediately I will take the leave, or I will resign from my old master Shiloh. And then Launcelot and old Gobbo, they exit from the scene, or they leave from the scene. Then Bassanio says to his servant Leonardo, I pray thee, good Leonardo, think on this. I say to you, I request you, Leonardo. Leonardo is the servant of Bassanio. Think on this. On means over. You may think over this or you may think about this. I request you, Leonardo, you just think about this. Think over what or think about what? These things being bought and orderly bestowed. The meaning, when you have bought those things and packed them properly. When you have bought those things means the things that are required to go to Belmont, maybe the uniforms or the libraries and other things. Already he gave some commands to his servant. When all the things they have bought, then what they are supposed to do? An orderly bestowed, orderly packed. Then you have to pack everything in a perfect manner and in an ordered manner. And here Bassanio is presuming about the boat. You have to pack everything in an ordered manner in the boat in which we will go to Belmont. Then he continues that return in haste. Once you have done everything in a proper manner, you come back very fast. For I do feast tonight. Today I give a party to my best esteemed acquaintances. He go. My best esteemed acquaintance means my most honored friends. You may come back very fast because today I am giving a party to my most esteemed friends. So you have to come back. He means hurry up. Now you just leave from here and do the things in a proper manner. Arrangements you have to make. Then come back because we are going to have a dinner for the most esteemed friends. Next page. Here Leonardo says that my best endeavors shall be done herein. Endeavors means effort shall be done, made. Then herein means undertaking. So in a way Leonardo says that I shall do my best in this matter. In this matter I will do my best. So that is the end of this section. Now we have covered the second section of Act 2, Scene 2. And the next section we will see in the next class. I hope that it is clear to you, and if there is any doubts, you can clarify. Thank you. Have a nice day.